All right, so, oh, what happened? There we go. I need to zoom in a bit. Is that as much as it's going to zoom in? Oh, zoom. All right, so we're going to learn about translations. And a translation is a form of transformation. Okay? So you're going to write some definitions. So take out your notebooks because I'm going to have you guys write down some definitions. I'll give you a little bit. So when we have translations, that is going to be the first type of our transformations, okay? So we're going to call them transformations. We're going to learn 3 of them. There are more, but we're only going to learn 3. Okay? So a transformation is not, the types of transformations we're learning are going to have congruent, that means they're the same shapes. So the size and shape stay the same. The only thing that's going to change is the location. I'm sorry, I'm trying to write where there's room. So the location changes. Write that down. I need you guys to have that in your notes. Okay, so the transformations that we're going to learn will always keep a congruent or same shape. The size and the shape stay the same. The only thing that changes is the location. Okay, we're going to do the first 4 together, and then the rest will be yours to do for the rest of the period. And we're going to start out really simple with just an ordered pair. Okay? So a translation, which is what we're doing today, means slide. So all we're going to do is slide our figure. Translation means slide. We are just sliding the figure. Okay? So we're going to start out with a point. Here is my point. My point is H. Okay? So this is my original point. I know it is because it just says H. This tells me that I'm going to slide my point 3 units right and 3 units down. So I'm going to take my pencil tip and I'm going to put it right on my point, and I'm going to go right 3 units and then down 3 units. And that is where I end up after a translation of 3 units right and 3 units down. I'm going to call this H prime. So I give it like a little tiny mark. It's not a 1. Sorry, it's not a 1. It's just a mark. H prime. Okay? So don't try and copy it off of my projector. Go to your paper, put your pencil on your H, and count. 1, 2, 3 right, and then 1, 2, 3 down. And that's your new point. Call it H prime. You have to follow exactly what it tells you. You go right and then down. Okay? Follow exactly what it tells you. All right. So here's what is important for you guys to know. When you have a translation that's written like this, there's another way of doing that work. And that might actually be what we do tomorrow. Yes, it is. So I'm not even going to go into that. Today, I just want you to focus on following the directions. Okay? The directions tell me 3 units right and 3 units down. Got that? So let's look at number 2. Here's my point N. What does it tell me to do? 8 left and 6 up. So let's count. Everybody put your pencil tip on N, and you're going to go left 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 6 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is your new point. Jordan, I'm not sure why you're not counting with me. Why weren't you counting with me? You weren't on your paper. So my new point, after going 8 units left and 6 units up, is going to be N prime. Give it that little prime. Okay? So far, so good. Any questions? We're just following the directions right now. And these are really simple because it's just a point. Okay? Just a point. Andrew, you got this? Both Andrews? Andrew 1 and Andrew squared? Good. Let's look at number 3. Number 3 gets a little bit more confusing. Why does it become more confusing? How many points do we have now? We have 3 points. Frank, I'm not going to lie. Your face makeup is kind of like spooking me out a little bit. Happy Halloween. Whew, okay. It's good. You look good. But every time I look up and see you, I get a little surprised. All right. Should I show Frank's makeup? Let's see Frank's makeup. Frank's makeup. A little spooky. All right. So let number 3. All right. Back together. Thank you. So let's go ahead. Now this time we're going to move 1 point at a time. Okay, 1 point at a time. So I'm going to start with, I don't care. Which one do you want to start with? You. Let's start with you. So put your pencil tip on you. And you're going to go 6 units. What direction? So count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then, so this is and, how many units? In what direction? 1, 2. So this point here is my U prime. Okay, now we do the same thing for V. How many units and in what direction? Right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then down 2. 1, 2. That's going to put me here. Here's my V prime. For each point. Okay? Now T. 6 units right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 units down. 1, 2, and here's my T prime. This is when you need that straight edge so that you can connect your points. Straight edge means a ruler. It can mean your student ID. It could mean the straight side of an index card. Whatever you need, whichever works. Connect your points, and now we have a new translated unit. So all we did was took this figure and we slid it this way and then down 2. It did not change the size. It did not change the shape of my original figure. All right, so here's the last one that we're going to do together, then you're on your own. These are super easy. Make sure you have your straight edge. We're going to follow the directions, okay? Which one do you want to start with? It looks like C, D, or B? Let's start with D. What am I moving? 1 unit left and 2 units down. So I'm going left 1, down 2. There's my D prime. Make sure you're labeling it. as the prime letter. Looks like this is C. 1 unit left, 2 units down. C prime. Let's look at the last one, B. 1 unit left, 2 units down. B prime. Take your straight edge and connect your 3 new points. Do we have any questions on this translation day 1? Everybody good? Following the directions, writing your prime point, and then connecting your points. We got this? All right. Take the rest of the class to finish the assignment.